Hey, Game with Daily 98 here, and welcome to a Game with Daily 98 experience. Sorry for not being so daily lately. It's because my MacBook broke and I only got it back yesterday, and I had to put my stuff back on it. So that's why I'm doing it today. And anyway, enough about that. Sorry, my notes. This video is all about Infamous Second Son and about what I know and the world knows about it. Alright, so to kick it off, as you should know, it's always been on Sony platforms, so that's PlayStation 3, and I think Infamous 1 was out on the PlayStation 2. But anyway, this is a PS4 exclusive, although over time it might come out on the PlayStation 3. I hope so, because everyone should be able to experience Infamous Second Son in all its beauty. But anyway, now for the game itself. Infamous Second Son's main protagonist, the guy you'll be playing as, is called Delson Rowe, and basically he's this badass. He's got a jacket on, he's got his beanie on, he looks awesome, and of course his power. That's the most beautiful thing. He's got a smoke ability where he can fire smoke, bolts, rockets, grenades, just like the other two Infamouses, but smoke instead of electricity. But his beautiful power that everyone wants to be able to have is if he walks up to another conduit, people with powers, he can absorb their power and use it himself. So for example, in the Fetch trailer, he walks up to Fetch and has a fight with her, have a scuffle, and then he walks up to this big old latte owl sign. I'm guessing it's going to be like some cafe in a game. And takes the neon out of it, and it's like eyes light up bright blue, and then it goes boom and shoots the camera, and it just looks awesome. So yeah, that's that. But then, out of the mistiness, these bellends called the Department of Unified Protection, thank God they gave us a abbreviation, the DUP, have flooded the city, San Francisco, which is where the game takes place. And this is different to the other two games, as this is an actual city, while the other two were based on other cities. For example, the first one was Empire City, which was based on New York, and the second one was Numaray, which was based on New Orleans. So yeah, it's completely different than the fact that it's an actual city, not based on one. And it's got all the landmarks. It's got the big old, I don't know what I'm doing. It's the big old rotating restaurant. I think it's a restaurant. It's very cool, whatever it is. But it's got that there. You can scale it, go right to the top, and then do a drop down and whatever. So yeah, they're not very nice, and they've basically come into the world to get rid of bioterrorists, which is their code name for conduits. And the reason that they are there is because Sucker Punch have gone with a good ending of Infamous 2, which the events that took place in that ending like shocked the world. It really like, oh my god, made them scared that they had that much power, but also that they're nice. But the Department of Unified Protection don't see it like that, and decided that they all have to go. So that's why they're there. Anyway, next on the list, Sony, the guys, Sucker Punch, if you don't know, has a deal with Sony. That's why it's always been a Sony exclusive. But they have built them a mocap studio, which, if you don't know, it stands for motion capture. It's where they put like the balls on them to like motion capture them, and their faces as well, to like to make them look more realistic, basically. And the guy who plays Reggie and Troy Baker, Reggie is played by Troy Baker's best mate, and Troy Baker plays Delson. Sorry, I should have cleared that up, if that makes sense. They're always in the big old, I call them ping pong suits, because they've got big old balls attached, and they've got the little dots on their face to really capture their facial expressions, which is really clever, and it will make the game look absolutely stunning when it's all done. And the wildlife. It's a bit like how Assassin's Creed 2 went to Assassin's Creed 3 with the wildlife. They, instead of just like having, like the pigeons and the eagle, they went to like elk and deers and rabbits and foxes and wolves. Anyway, Infamous though, they've now, in the other two, never any animals. None whatsoever. While in this one, I mean, it's not exactly a huge leap like Assassin's Creed 2 to Assassin's Creed 3, but they have added some in now. There's seals roaming around, and in fact, I think on one I actually saw a little rat scutter. In one video, I saw a little rat scutter into a little gutter, which I think is quite cool. And also that the wildlife obviously consists of people as well, not just actual wildlife, but the people themselves. Every extra, by extra I mean like NPC, a non-player character, has also been put through the mocap studio to make their walks look natural. So like, I think they use like 80, in fact it's 80 NPC actors to make it even more realistic. So you'll see one group of people, and then you'll see another group of people, and they'll look completely different. But obviously over time you'll realise, hey, you look like him, you look like him. Anyway, but that's not the point. It's pretty awesome. And of course, as it's a PS4 exclusive, the graphics are going to be stunning on the PlayStation 4 power. It's going to be like absolutely stunning. And I'm glad. I'm coming to the end of my list. I'm not glad that it's ending. I'm quite upset that I've shared everything I know, but I'm glad that they have still got the moral decisions. Which, if you don't know, you can like. There was one example. Here's an example. And there's an old lady about to cross the street. She's about to get hit by a car. You can leave her, yeah, or you can save her. What do you do? And those moral decisions will affect what you do throughout the game. And it's a really clever system. And it affects how you look as well as like the ending that you have. But anyway, yes, as it's a PS4 exclusive, obviously you'll have the new DualShock 4 controller. Sorry, I said sock. And obviously the new massive addition to that is the touchpad bit at the top of the controller. And how they're harnessing this is it's going to be used for, I believe, navigation, just like Assassin's Creed. But as well as map navigation, it is also being used for when you go through a checkpoint. You need to register yourself on like a little touchpad. Delson will do it, but you have to command him what to do. So like if like the bit's over here, he'll put his finger on it, and you have to trace him what to do up to it. I think that's just a really clever idea how to use its power and its cleverness. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below of this video. Sadly, this is the end, but please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll bring you more information when I hear of it and relay it to you guys. And as I've said in my introduction, hopefully when my PlayStation 4 turns up, I'll start doing walkthroughs of brand new games like Black Flag, Destiny, Infamous Second Son, and Watch Dogs when that eventually comes out, because that's been delayed. Anyway, gotta go because my battery's running low, but I'll catch you guys later. See you later!